All right, so I got an email from someone that asked me to do do a song from scratch on the MPC. I am not very familiar with the MPC 61 really. One of the things that I like to do on the videos is to go in blind into a keyboard and see how easy it is to understand, to get how intuitive it can be, you know. So for instance, right here we're presented with an empty project and a bunch of templates, you know. I'm gonna just load an empty project from here or from there, you know, and basically it's not really empty. The problem, I'm gonna press the main button, and basically the project's already gonna have a sound in it, and it's gonna be track one. It's gonna load 4 plugins for you, and they're all gonna be Fabric. Well, Fabric XL, and then Fabric, and then Fabric, okay? So I guess here we have the sound, and here we have, they all have the same sound. So anyway, so it's not empty. So I'm gonna go back to the menu, and I'm gonna go to the browser. And you see, if you try to load a kit from here, it's kind of weird. Here are the drums. I usually start with drums, and it's just, to me, it's complicated. You know, you have your places, MPC key drum kits, let's see. And then, but these are individual sounds, and you can build your kit as such. So this is a snare, and you can put it in a pad. You know, you can a tom, and you can put it in a pad. I kind of like things already built for me, so I'm gonna go to content, and you know, you have your drums, your instruments. Like for instance here, these are all samples. I'm in the sample side of the keyboard. So I'm gonna go back to the main, and I'm gonna explain how the architecture works. So for instance, right here in the first row here you have sequences, right? And you'll have your sequence 1, sequence 2, sequence 3, depending, you know. Sequence 1 could be an intro, sequence 2 could be a verse, sequence 3 could be the chorus, sequence 4 could be a bridge. And that's how you're gonna build a song later on. You can just change them. So here you have your BPM. So I'm gonna go to about 90 to make something chill. And 4 bars is fine. This is where you get the bars, 5, 4. And then you have your tracks. Under the sequence, you're gonna have your tracks. And this is where you're gonna pick your instruments. So for instance, right here, I'm gonna pick, it's already a thing loading, but if I go to sounds, I can, this is the sound that it has loaded, but let's say that I want a stage piano. So a Studio AP. Let's say that I want that, and I'm like, okay, well, let's say I want that. I'm gonna say, okay, I want that. So then I go back to main, and there it is. Now if I go to track 2, remember there was already something loaded. I can go my sounds, I press the sound button, and let's say I want a bass line. Let's see, are these bass lines or actually basses? Let's hope that it's a bass. Basic. Let's say that I want that, you know. So now when I go back to main, I can go here, I can go my piano, the bass, and I can keep going like that through all my tracks, right? I'm just gonna go ahead and press record. 2, 3, 4. Alright, so there's my sequence. Now this is something that's super cool, because now I can go to a piano roll. There's a piano roll somewhere. There it is. So I have my piano roll, and it's showing me what I played, right? Now if I want to change something, I can press select and select the notes that I want to change, and then I can either move them or erase them or do whatever I want with them. You can zoom in and out. So that's intuitive enough. I don't know if there's an undo. Oh yeah, there's a button that says undo. So let's do see, there's all the levels of undo, and then all right. So that works pretty good. So I like that feature. So now let's go back to main. And the same, so every track has that. So it's kind of like working with Logic or with a DAW. All right, so now that's the thing. We have a sequence, we have your tracks, and you have your plugins. So for instance, track 1, plugin 1, light suitcase chorus. Track 2, plugin 2, bassline, bass, boost. And like that, you can keep adding ones. But now, I said I like to start with drums. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to menu. I'm gonna press new project again, and it's gonna say, do you want to save it? Well, no, I don't want to save it. So don't save, and it's gonna load up a new project. I kind of like to start with drums again. I'm sounding redundant. So now you have all these templates, so let's just grab a easy one. Let's write songwriter. Okay, so it's loading up, and it's gonna load up some drums for me, and so I'm already picking up some instruments, and I can already use them. So I'm gonna go to main again, and I see that in track 1 I have a Rhodes. Track 2 is gonna give me some strings. I have an electric bass for 3, and some drums for 4. Let's see if we get, and some percussion. Nice. And that's also used. Okay. So I'm gonna go to drums. Again, I'm gonna go with this to 90. Oh, I wonder if this has a song already. Let's see. No, it does not. So 2 bars. I'm gonna go to 4 bars. And I'm gonna go to 90. I wanted 90. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see if I have another. That's all the instruments have. Let's see what I have in the percussions. Okay. How do I? Okay. All right, so now let's go to my bass. Let's locate the bar 1 and 2, 3, 4. And I can even keep it, leave it like that, and go to strings. And I'm gonna go. so right there, like that so far. You see how it sounds shorter there? So I want to see if I can lengthen these notes. So I go, okay, so I select these notes. Okay, I select these notes, and can I edit end? Why can I nudge? Can I lengthen them? Ooh, that's the velocity, that's nice. Transpose, edit, start. Okay, so maybe with this. No, that's too... Well, I don't know how to lengthen them, but that's beyond the scope of this situation. So all right, so now let's assume that we like this and we have something more intricate going on. But now we wanna double this because we wanna change maybe something on the piano. So I guess we go to main, and now what we can do here on the sequence level, we can edit, and if you press edit, you can erase, clear, transpose, bounce to sample, delete bars, insert bars. Bounce to sample, basically you make a sample and you can assign it to I think you can make a double length, half length, insert bars, delete bars, cancel. What I want to do is double the length. Now I should have 8 bars. You see, 8 bars. And it's 8 bars of the same thing. So now what I'm going to do is over here, I'm going to go to bar 5. I'm going to go to making sure that I'm in bar, okay, I'm in bar 5. Gotta make sure that I'm in bar 5. Yes. 4, 5. I'm gonna grab everything till the end. And then I'm gonna erase it. So according to my calculations, I should have no piano there. As a bar 5, I'm still in 5-1. So now I'm gonna start recording just the chord without the embellishments. All right, so I'll go. All right, so let me see if it worked. So now I'm gonna go still in bar 5. Gotta locate to bar 5. But this time I'm gonna erase. I'm gonna go main, and I'm gonna erase. I'm gonna go to track 2, and I'm gonna erase these guys. Bye. And bye. I don't know why I'm doing it that way, don't ask me. So now I'm gonna add a synth to it so I can start out of bar 5, like comping something. So I'm in bar 5. Let's see if it lets me do it that way. So we'll do an intro. We'll go to locate and locate me at 5. So now there was a string that was still sounding where it shouldn't be. So I'm gonna go to main. I'll go to my strings and find where it is. There it is. Delete that. It's gone. All right, so now let's say that we have our verse done, right? Now I should add that right here. You can also have, let's go to main, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is my synth. I can call it that. I'm gonna go synth. Do it. See, now it says synth. Now on 7, I could actually have, there's a way that I can add an audio track. Oh, right here. You see you have MIDI. I'm in MIDI. That's why it's red. And then you're in audio. So technically you can start singing. You have an audio track. This keyboard comes with not 1 but 2 low impedance with phantom power inputs, so you can just record whatever you want. You have your input configuration right there. You can edit the audio that you record. It already says lead vocal here, and let's see, acoustic guitar. So remember, it was a template. So it's already naming them for you. Now you can make your own template and then save it as a template. And every time you turn the keyboard on, it'll be exactly like you want, with the sounds that you want, with the drums that you want, etc. All right, so now let's go back to MIDI. We're in audio, MIDI, audio, MIDI. Okay, so now what I want to go now is that we're gonna, here, that's the songwriter template. I'm gonna edit that, and I'm gonna name that like verse, okay, per se. I'm just gonna name it verse. Do it. And on number 2, how can I hide? Okay. And number 2, I'm gonna name it bridge. And you can have chorus as many as you want, whatever. So I'm doing bridge because I'm gonna do something different now. I'm gonna go to my track, and this is just gonna be 1 bar. You can have as many bars as you want. It could be a different BPM. It could be a different bit major, different speed. I'm gonna keep it. I have it at global for 90, but you could like do something weird if you want. And here I'm just gonna record. I'm gonna go to, oh. And you notice this? You can actually have different instruments. That's awesome. So I'm gonna go ahead and load up a piano. Let's see, stage piano. And this time I'll stick with that. And by the way, you can edit your instruments and stuff. It's really cool. But I'm just gonna go back to the main, and since track 1, I'll name it E piano. Do it, and then I'm gonna go to, and I'm gonna name it bass. Do it, and I'm gonna go ahead and load up a bass. My plugin is gonna be plugin. All right, there it is. So that's all I'm gonna do. Dun, 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 dun. 2, 3, 4. All right, and I'm gonna go to piano. All right, so now we have that part, and I'm gonna go ahead and let's say that I like everything that's happening already. Okay, so now I go to menu. I think it's on the menu. Sampler, looper, pad mixer, browsers, song. Okay, so this is where you're gonna build your song. So I'm gonna say, I'm gonna call my song for video. Song for video. Do it. And then export, convert, insert. Okay, so I'm not gonna insert bridge. I'm gonna insert. Where's my song? Bridge, verse. Okay, and I'm gonna say insert and verse again, and then I'm gonna insert, and this one's gonna be the bridge, and then I'm gonna go again here, insert, and I want this to be the verse twice. All right, so now when I play the song, theoretically, if I go all the way, when I play the song, it should play all this that's what I'm thinking. So let's find out. All right, so there's like my intro kind of, and now the synth. I should go here. It did. See? So it works, and that's how you build a song. So now over here I have export. Let's see what it is. I mean, I really don't know what it is. Export, and it's gonna ask me, do I wanna start? Where do I wanna start? It'll export on WAV file, AVA, MP3, FLAC, OGG. So that's pretty cool. Save project preview. All separate programs. Actually, those are stems. You can export the stems if you want, and you can select your outputs that you want. So that's super cool. That's just amazing. So I'm not gonna export, but convert sequence. Let's see what is that. To sequence 3 on use, include muted tracks. So let's say, yeah, because 1, 2. So in theory, this should be everything that I just did. So I should have 8, 16. I should have 33 tracks on the new sequence. So let's see if it does it. I'm gonna do it. Apparently it did it. So let's go to the main, verse 1, bridge 2, from song 1 for verse, and there's my 33 bars. But we're not done, because let's see that I want to mix this, right? We have our song done, so we're gonna go to menu, channel mixer, and there it is. So now So here's my acoustic kit, and I can mute it. My percussions, I can mute it. Or I can solo it. So I have, and you have your insert effects here. So let's say that I want to put, I'm gonna put some delay right here on the acoustic drums, okay? So no effect. I'm gonna say yes. Give me an effect. How do I do that? Okay, there we go. Delay, reverb, vocal, vintage, dynamics. Oh, delay. I want to do reverb small. Okay, so now what I do is I'll go to my, I think this is my synth. So this is where I'll add some delay. Making it so anyway, if you want to edit some of the parameters, you go in here and there it is. So let's remove the. So I mean, that's pretty much how you build a song. Now you have over here in your mixer, you have your level, and you have your pan. See, I went from level to pan, and you can pan it different places. Mute, send, insert. You can route it to different outputs. It's pretty cool. And like I say, you can go ahead, you go back to main, and then you go to audio, and you sing on top of it. Or you add an acoustic guitar, or you go add an electric guitar. And then when you're done with it, when you're done with your sequence, I'm thinking you save. You go save and project as, and I'm gonna say for video, do it and save. Not saving everything that I did for the next time I want to load it up. And I'm wondering if I have done, I mean, I'm gonna want to see what I've done here so far in my files. Track, projects, open. I've gotta let up the acoustic split. Oh, that's sort of things that I was doing for a live Akai experiment one. Let's see what that is. You have an autosave version. This project may be closed without saving the project. So let's see what this sum I did. let's say that I wanted to copy this. I'm wondering if I can copy this to the next sequence. So transpose, but I don't want to double the length. Copy sequence. So copy contents of to unuse. Do it. Okay, so now if I go to main, okay, so I have them both. So let's say that over here I want to start the vocals. Then I can go to audio and I have my audio 1. It's not a template, so it just says audio 1. In, you gotta arm it, and let's say I just go vocals, and then I can plug in my mic and start like, yeah baby, whatever, you know. So yeah, that's how. Now to finish this video, I'm gonna go ahead and go to menu, browse, and I'm gonna look for the, didn't we just save something for video? Right there it is. And according to my calculations, everything should be saved. So I'm gonna load it up. Yeah, replace everything in memory. And let's go to verse 3, because that was the copy, and it'll play the whole thing. I'll make it so it doesn't loop. And I wonder if it remembers that from, oh, okay, good, it does. So there you have it. That's you know, making a song from scratch. Obviously you're gonna make a better song, something a little more complex, and I think this has been a really long video. I hope this was helpful for somebody, especially if you're coming from a normal keyboard rather than an MPC thing. I want to explore more on this keyboard because we haven't even touched the surface of all the sampling and the different, it comes with so many drum sets and so many things that are it's really overwhelming. So baby steps. Anyway, I hope this was helpful. Go check out my music if you can at eddie-g.com, or just Google Eddie Garrido, Garrido, EDDIE GARRIDO, and your favorite streaming service. Thank you and good night.